Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I have Carson Wagner here with me, a client here to give a testimonial about our work together, how far she's come. She was actually doing very well before. And so I want everybody to listen to what Carson has to say and about what this program has done, what the difference it's made. So Carson, thank you so much for joining me today.
Of course. Thank you for having me, Teresa.
Absolutely. I'm so happy to have you. And you guys, before we started making this, doing this recording and recording this testimony, Carson and I talked a little bit, and, I've enjoyed working with her. She's fantastic. She's going places. And so I'm going to have Carson talk with you about her story. And so Carson, we're here to share what the difference of this, working with me has done with you. And so can you talk about, the areas that we've worked on and how they've made a difference?
Definitely. I'd say that the three biggest areas that we worked on that I see an improvement in my life and others see is the self care and finding not just thinking of self care as if it's going shopping at the mall and spending money, but maybe waking up 15 minutes early to make that cup of tea and really enjoy it, and finding those little times and breaks in between your day to really enjoy yourself and enjoy the day and slow down and decompress and breathe. Um, Another one was setting goals and sticking to them, and not just having a long term 5 year goal, but maybe having a daily goal, a weekly goal, a monthly goal, and ones that are achievable that you know you can achieve, and then maybe ones that you don't know how to achieve, but you're driven and wanting to achieve them as well.
Yeah, and you guys, Carson is a go-getter. She had goals already before, but let me bring it back to the self-care because you're so busy. I mean, you have, and we're going to talk about her business and how you guys can find her after this. She's a businesswoman, and she's really getting it done. She's taking action. And, as a business owner, a mother, all kinds of things, we all are busy. Carson also, we talked about the self-care, and you're right, it's the cup of tea or even taking the time to have lunch. Have lunch, and we have to be real because as entrepreneurs, as business owners, you're just constantly going and you have a 24/7 business. So, how has that made a difference in your schedule? And I understand that you are not putting, your feet up and taking a bath every afternoon. That doesn't make sense. But, can you share with people how the self-care portion has made a difference?
Yeah, definitely. At first, when I started with Teresa, I was not taking any lunch breaks. If I was shoveling food in my face and then running to the next place, or even eating in the car. And just taking that break, like Teresa said, that lunch break, and just having that 15 minutes, maybe putting my phone aside for a second, eating my lunch, thinking about what's next for the day. Or even, I started booking a facial once a month to go and just get something done that's me time and only for me time, where I can have that. Because at first I was feeling so guilty about, you know, doing things for myself. And Teresa really helped me realize you don't have to feel guilty for it. Still get the things done you're going to get done. It's not going to come in the way of that, but enjoy yourself while you're at it.
Yeah, and I know busy entrepreneurs out there and, mothers or fathers or parents, you just have to schedule it. And so even once a month and taking a minute to breathe for 15 minutes, I have to still do that. I still do that as well. So, yeah, I love that you're doing that. And then you talked about goals. It's so important. I'm all about habits. I'm all about, focusing. We also did a little bit of spiritual work too, but we can talk about that after. I forgot about that part. But why don't you talk about, expand a little bit on the goals and how that's helped?
Yeah. Before I just kind of had my 5 year goal, 1 year goal, and this is what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but this is this. And Teresa really helped me. Here's my goal, but what are the steps that I want to take there? And what are little goals that I can do in order to build up to that big goal? So it's different successes after one another, instead of the feeling of defeat if you don't make it there right away. So having a plan in place and understanding that it doesn't have to be a 5-year goal. It can be a daily goal of maybe a goal of, okay, every single night I'm going to do a 30-minute yoga practice or whatever the goal may be. It can be a business goal, personal goal, friendship goal, relationship goal, whatever the goal may be. They're all still goals and as equally as important.
Yeah, and that's what oh, that's okay. That's fine, no problem. I've got a cat snoring behind here. I don't think everyone can see, but the cat's over there. She's snoring. There's my black snowflake. So yeah, and you know, it is really about goals. And I work with people in all of the areas like we talk about, and it really is. It's about relationships. It's about money. I mean, you know, you're a businesswoman, so it's about getting, you know, to the bottom line and getting the structure. Yeah, you have your 5-year goals, and I am all about. And Bob Proctor teaches about, you know, you first decide what you want, the how will come. Carson decided what she wanted, and then we were breaking down like, okay, let's now talk about the actual steps. And like I said, Carson is a go-getter. She's doing it. Her business is expanding all of the time, and you have more goals that you're working towards. So let's talk a little bit too. Yeah, anything else? Anything else before we talk about the other work?
Yeah, just the communication, like we were talking about, just having the open communication on both ends and knowing how to word things at certain times because I know I would get so anxious and be like, oh my gosh, here's a tough situation that's come up. How do I word this and make sure that it's not like I'm targeting someone and more of, you know, coming together as one? And Teresa's really helped me with the wording with that, especially not just in business life, but in personal relations as well.
Communication is everything. And you guys, Carson's a leader, and she leads anyway in personal life. Anyway, I mean, you're a go-getter. She's a trailblazer, but also you're in charge of a team. You know, and as a business owner, it's so important to be able to have those uncomfortable conversations and have a solution, and everybody feeling, you know, good or better after them. Because we're here, you know, and you're here to be successful, have a successful team. So communication is everything. Yeah. So how has that made a difference in your
Yeah,
business and your life?
yeah, that's made a really big difference for just everything as a whole. I mean, especially in my business where there's things where, you know, maybe someone has a certain thing that's arisen or how am I supposed to handle it, you know? And so kind of having that blueprint of speaking to someone, not at them, knowing what words to say and really thinking out a conversation. I mean, Teresa's even helped me think like, okay, you don't have to get this done right away. So write down the key points that you want to get across and really think your conversation through instead of just thinking something and then saying it right back. But thinking through everything and having a description of what you're wanting to do so the conversation is successful instead of, you know, deterring.
True. I mean, yeah, it's for some people, you know, they just have that where they can, you know, say it right away, but I've had to practice. And so with anybody that I work with, you know, we practice, and, you know, so it's all about that. And then you get the mastery down. So it's just that I love how you just went for it. Your action, you take action, and, you know, it's all about like things can be scary, but when you go for it and you get practice, you just get better and better. So you froze a little bit. Can you see me? Yeah. There you are. Can you see, am I good
Oh,
on this
sorry,
end?
you cut out just a little bit.
Yeah, same for me. But we'll go ahead and just continue. Let's see about our connection continuing, and we'll just keep on going. So while Carson is getting her
Oh, there we
connection
go.
back.
I think it's
Perfect.
Can you hear me?
I can. How about me? Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. So we're just going to move on. You know, and that's what we do in business, and that's what Carson does, and that's what I do. So Also, let's touch a little bit about, we worked with you doing Akashic Records, Manifesting Blueprint, and this is something that I also combine with the coaching program that I offer. So can you touch a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, these were things that completely introduced me to that I don't even know existed. So it was definitely great to see, where my soul level is and why I do things the way I do and kind of understanding my character development, especially with the people that you've helped send me to and guide me to and creating those different relationships and seeing, okay, I do this, but why do I do it and how do I change it?
It's just a deeper level. So those of you who are watching, there's different experts that I have that I use, and for Carson, I use someone, an expert that does Akashic record reading and then manifesting blueprint. If you want more information, you can message me. But yeah, so it just so helpful to get a map, see that, and then we go into the habits and let's take some action. So thank you for sharing all of this, and we'll just go ahead and wrap it up here. But I do want to ask you, why is this different, and what difference has this made in your life?
I was really all over the place with my thoughts and didn't know how to really keep them on a schedule and keep them on track and have my actual steps to my goals. And I think it's really helped me just overall feel more confident in myself and not look for affirmation from others but within myself, and knowing and trusting myself and trusting the process and not getting frustrating during it, but just knowing it's my journey. And you have been a huge help in that, and it's been great to be able to call you any time of any day and be like, Teresa, this is what's going on, and having that guidance, which is so important, and knowing the person that's guiding you has been down the same road.
Yeah, it's all about focus, and it is the complete process, and you've done it and you're continuing. I mean, that's what happens. We hold hands, and then I let go and we're still side by side. So I'm always reachable. That's just the way it is. Those of you who are watching now, I'm not sure when you're watching at this point, but get in contact before all the gatekeepers are here. But yeah, so at this point, so why don't we show, Carson is thriving right now, everybody. And she was already in a really great place before we started working together. And now she's really skyrocketing and has goals and taking action. So why don't we point everybody into let's tell them what you do, your business, and then point them in your direction.
Yeah, so I own a local 24/7 nanny service and family service out here. It's called Lifetime of Love Nannies. We do anything from full-time, part-time, date night care, pet sitting, you name it. We can help you knock out your to-do list and childcare all in one. You can find us on lifetimeoflovenannies.com, or you can give us a call at 775-544-1777.
And I'll put this information. I know I can put comments in everywhere where I'm gonna, so my website. So I'll put the information for you guys just in case. You can also go back to the recording, and so look for Carson. Look up her website. She's expanding right now. She's in this local area, but she's going to be expanding soon. And her services are fantastic. I use them myself, and anybody who knows me, and those of you who have been following me know that my kids are the most important thing to me. And so I put my kiddos in Carson's hands and the nannies that she has. She even, I know that we talked about as well, even delivery grocery service. And right now that's big. It's big right now.
Yes.
So you guys are doing that.
Definitely. Yeah. Anything to help you knock off your to-do list. If you want a hot meal when you get home, you want the kids in the bath and put to bed and the house cleaned up and, vacuumed, sweep, dusted, all that good stuff, we can help you out.
Oh, one more thing I do want to touch on, and then we'll close up here. You have started to help with sleep training babies.
Yes. Yes, that's super exciting. We just had Sheila, actually. She's super awesome and one of our infant specialists. She just started the sleep training program where she will come over and help you find a schedule for your baby and really get that sleep routine on a roll and different factors that may be affecting that. She can help out and really get to the bottom of it, and from that sleep around where sleeping around than you are, which is I think something every parent definitely wants, especially during quarantine.
And you broke up a little bit. So I heard you say to get the baby sleeping around your schedule, so that you can get the sleep and the rest that you need or you want, especially during this time. Is that what I got from that? I'm broken up too. I'll just wait here a second and see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again, Teresa.
Yeah, we both broke up. So I'm just going to repeat what you said.
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay. Just let it come on and we'll just move forward. That's just the way it is sometimes. So
Can you hear me, Teresa?
I can hear you. There you are. Yeah. I just repeated what the awesome service that you're providing right now and having the babies, getting the training and having them on a schedule that works for the family and the parents instead of the other way around. And you guys are getting results. We were talking about it. If I had a
Yeah.
newborn, I would go straight to you guys for sure.
Oh.
So thank you, Carson, for joining me. Everyone, I will put Carson's information so you can get a hold of her